Hey guys, Aoshi here. Today we're reviewing Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon. While this is available on most major gaming platforms, I'll be collecting my overall thoughts from the PC experience that was generously provided by Bandai Namco Entertainment of America. So special thanks and a very special shout out to the folks at Bandai Namco Entertainment of America for providing me access to the game. To provide some sort of insight into the franchise, I played Armored Core back in 1999. While Armored Core and Project Phantasma had been out for a minute, my first AC experience started with Master of Arena, and then worked my way backward to the beginning. From there, I played AC2 and Another Age, AC3 and Silent Line, followed by Armored Core 4 being the last title that I ever touched. In short, it's been 17 years since I've touched an Armored Core title until now. For those of you out there who are on the fence or just starting AC6, don't worry, this will be spoiler free. On the graphic side of the spectrum, Armored Core 6 pushes the visual spectrum of the look and feel of Armored Core as a whole. While previous installments started small and eventually evolved into larger mission areas, Armored Core 6 looks and feels like an immersive open world until you reach the border of the mission area. While it can be an annoyance at times, AC6 rarely throws you into those sort of instances, so long as you're following the mission and various navigation points. In terms of frame rate, it looks pretty smooth, despite locking myself to 60 FPS for both streaming and recording purposes. I like to believe that From Software has a clear understanding of nailing not just the look of Armored Core, but also modernizing it for the current era of gaming. In terms of customizing, this is a major part of Armored Core 6 that From Software certainly understands as well, and certainly feels like they don't hold back on making that one and only AC yours. Aside from being able to select AC parts, you're able to add emblems, add in markings, and even do references from other robot and mech series that we're all guilty of indulging in. AC6 also allows you to save some of those presets for future builds and setups for every mission type. One thing to note on the customization process is that customized images and collections are platform specific and are not cross-shareable. For example, PS5 to PC Steam. While it is unfortunate, there are certainly talented people out there making some cool designs to add and share, so it's not too much of a hindrance. The gameplay for Armored Core 6 is much more improved compared to how I remember Armored Core as a whole, and in some ways resembles a faster Gundam Battle Operation 2, from certain instances and examples. The biggest draw for me in Armored Core 6 was the melee, as in the early 2000s, melee was a very basic and very stiff type of animation. In this modernized installment, melee is now a very viable option in not only aesthetics, but in a very practical manner when all your guns have run dry. In a way, the gameplay itself for Armored Core 6 has always been the heavy lifter and the focus of the franchise. Muscle Tracers or MTs, the various enemies that always have been the eternal enemy mobs that our ACs encountered, feel very unique and stubborn in design, and very persistent on making things hard. While it may not be a Souls-like game in the traditional sense, I feel like From Software has made some of the encounters very challenging from the feedback and experience those games have shown to the world. While the sound design has weight in it, Armored Core 6 doesn't possess the iconic electronica and rock feel that previous games have us accustomed to over the years. From a PC Gamer article back in July, it was stated that they wanted to emphasize a sense of loneliness and sense of nostalgia with a dark and old sci-fi feel. Despite this, Kota Hoshino, the man and one of many people involved with the Armored Core sound design, was very much involved with the game's sound direction. Overall, in the end, Armored Core 6 is a game that is simply a fan service to Armored Core and mech fans everywhere, with impressive visuals, unique AC designs, and a stellar soundtrack to immerse yourself in. Armored Core 6 is easily a game that should be in your collection. And that concludes our review for the game. I want to say special thanks to Bandai Namco Entertainment of America for supplying me this awesome review key. And always, if you guys enjoyed what you saw here, if you guys have any type of feedback on your experience with Armored Core 6, if you like it, it's been frustrating, any sorts of thoughts and opinions in your mind, let me know in the comments below. And I will see you guys all on the next video.